Good afternoon and welcome to Solent Sports News. Here are your latest headlines.
Sad news from the world of cycling as Mike Hall has died. The British endurance cyclist was killed during a road race in Australia this morning. The 35-year-old died at the scene after colliding with a car. Friend Sean Conway took to Twitter to express his sadness. A tribute ride is planned for Sunday.
In tennis, Joanna Konta will face Caroline Wozniacki in the final of the Miami Open tomorrow. She became the first British woman to do so after beating Venus Williams 6-4, 7-5 in the early hours of this morning. And Mo Abdurrahman may be a rising star in kickboxing, but he hasn't forgotten his hard start in life. We travelled with him to his old family home to relive some of the memories of growing up, and Sean Carter will bring us the story.
Mo Abdurrahman is making a name for himself in the boxing world after winning £2,000 and a 2-fight contract on the sport's most notorious TV show, Glory. But his rise to the biggest platform in kickboxing has not been an easy one. Mo travelled back to his old house to relive some of the tougher times in his life. The 21-year-old has few fond memories of this place after he clashed with his parents over fighting and was kicked out of his family home at 15.
We really didn't get on. We really fell out again then. Again, he threw my stuff out. All my stuff was out here. I threw my stuff out and that. So then I was sleeping in my car and sleeping on the step then for quite a while. Thinking about it now, I don't really have great memories about the house, but yeah, I think it definitely helped me because I was having a time in there. It helped me channel all my energy into the sport.
Out of his house and with nowhere else to run, Mo ended up sleeping on a step around the back of this nursery. He had nothing but a blanket and this view, but he admits it wasn't so bad.
So I just ended up parking my car up and just sleeping out here. In the summer it was alright. I just had a little cover on, a little black quilt and that. Look, I just blended in. It's nice when it gets dark out here and it's like there's not clouds out. You can see all the stars come out. It's quite nice out here. It's not too bad in the summer. But yeah, it's better memories than my house we was out over there.
On his return to the gym, Abdurrahman admits retracing his steps and seeing some old faces has helped to remind him of the change he's made in his life.
Yeah, it definitely helped me get out of the gym and just taking a step back and being like, oh, well, how far we've come, how much training we put in, how long it's been. It's been a long journey. It's been a lot of things. Giving it 100% into fighting and seeing oh well, what I was living homeless when I started, but now I've got a little room. I've got everything sort of set up about me to keep me going. I do think at least I've done all right. I'm getting there.
But for now, all thoughts of his past life and his family must go on the back burner as he prepares himself for the biggest fight of his career on Glory in the coming months. Sean Carter, Solent Sports News.
In the fickle field of football management, a long career at one club is like gold dust. However, Dave Diper celebrated a victorious landmark on Saturday as he reached 900 games as Sholing manager. George Brooks went to find out the secret to his success and longevity.
Get involved in these 900 games, Dave.
Last Saturday marked the 900th game in charge for Sholing manager Dave Diper. His family and friends attended the match against Bournemouth Poppies to mark a special occasion in the club's history.
I mean, it's not easy to run a football club like Sholing because it is big. It's got 18 teams, 2 senior teams, 16 youth teams, and it's a massive responsibility. It's been a long journey. I mean, 18 years as manager is quite a long time. But you can see the progress of the younger players coming through. We got a game Wednesday against Alresford, so I saved sort of 4 or 5 of the players for that match. So having a big squad, which we've got, we can do that. So all successful teams have got big squads. So.
Byron Mason has been promoted from the reserves to the first team captain by Diper during his time with Sholing and was pleased to see his manager's career celebrated with a 5-0 win on Saturday.
And I come here and they had a good squad for me playing here. And I thought I wasn't going to get in, but obviously he told me just to go down to reserves, get some experience and then come up. And he gave me 8 games in the first team and I've been here ever since. That was about 9 years ago. He's just a dream to work under because his man management is second to none. Yeah, he's real, do you know what, he's chilled, he's quiet, but we've only seen the worst of him probably about twice the whole time I've been here. For me as a player, yeah, it's amazing. Obviously for him to reach 900 games for a club that he's done so much for. When I first joined here, they never had none of these fencings. We wanted in this. Well, we went up a league. We've won the Vars, and yeah, for me to play underneath a man who's done so much for a club, it's amazing. Some managers jump around and make a fuss on the sideline. He's not about that. He just lets us have our time, and then his time's 15 minutes in.
Diper isn't just a football manager. Off the pitch, he's an important man as well. So how does he balance everything?
Very difficult. I'm managing director of 10 companies, so as you appreciate, that's quite a bit of work. I start work at 6:45 in the morning and I finish, probably about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So it's important really to sort of like get a fine balance, because in life obviously time is precious, so you've got to make the most of your time basically.
After 900 games with the Boatmen, it's clear this club means so much to Dave Diper, and even more so, Dave Diper means so much to this club. George Brooks reporting for Solent Sports News.
One of our own, Genevieve Lewis, is bracing for the wet Welsh weather this weekend as she embarks on the Cardiff Bay 10K. Eleanor Pomeroy went to see how her preparations are coming along.
Sports journalism student Genevieve Lewis is running the Cardiff Bay 10K this Sunday. The 21-year-old is raising money for Macmillan Cancer Support.
So yeah, I'm running the Cardiff Bay 10K on Sunday for Macmillan, who are a cancer charity that they send out lots of nurses to look after sick cancer patients or recovering cancer patients. And yeah, I've already raised 130 so far, and I want to get to 150.
Jen's gran Pat was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma in February 2016. It became terminal in October. She chose to race for Macmillan, who have looked after Pat since her diagnosis last year.
Unfortunately, in October last year, she was told that it was terminal. So with that comes a lot of responsibility for her, with things like she has to sort out her will, sort out how because she can't work anymore obviously, so she's got to see how far her money can go, and that's quite a difficult task for someone to do on their own. So what Macmillan did for her is they help with her, her pension and stuff like that. They help her with legal things like her will and what to do with her house and things afterwards, so she gets help there. And they also do things like she's got a wheelchair from them, and some extra padding because she gets a sore bum because she's so skinny now.
Jen has previously taken part in the Bristol Half Marathon and the Southampton 10K. She has offered some advice to people who want to take part in their first event.
If you're like me, as you can see, I'm not particularly built for running really, but a 10K is a good place to start, or even a 5K. You can do things like the colour run or Race for Life, which is like 5Ks, and you can do those in half an hour or so. So they're quite good if you want to raise money but aren't sure of yourself. Also, watch out, look after your knees and ankles, because as I found out from running and playing football on 3G and hard pitches, it is a lot of strain on your knees and ankles. So I'm going into Sunday's race with a bit of a knee injury. So I'd look after your knees and try not to overdo it too much.
If you wish to donate, head to the link on the bottom of the screen. Good luck, Jen.
Hampshire Cricket held their annual media day in preparations for the new county season. Charlie Price was at the Ageas Bowl to see how the team are shaping up.
On Wednesday, Hampshire hosted their annual media day, with the press getting to see the new and improved squad for the first time. Fast bowler Reece Topley classed the event as a success, except for one aspect.
Yeah, the weather's a bit of a letdown, but not to worry. It's a good day because it's a sign that the season's finally here.
Despite the weather, it was smiles all round as the Hampshire players had their photos taken, met with local school children and sponsors.
But no, it's good. It's nice to get out and meet the sponsors. At the end of the day, they keep the club running. So we don't get time during the season, it's so busy. So to take it out of our time and have some lunch with sponsors and a bit of the press, it's good, and it's nice to see everyone behind the scenes.
Kyle Abbott has moved to Hampshire alongside his former South African teammate Riley Rasood. Rasood commented how both have settled in despite the challenging conditions.
Except for today, it's been a little bit, I heard English weatherish like, But it's fine though, it's not too bad.
How have you said
Yeah,
that?
very, very welcoming. Everyone has treated myself and my family with a lot of respect and always asking how we're doing, have we settled in. So out of that point of view, no, we're very happy with how we've settled in thus far, and my family's very happy, yes.
After avoiding relegation from the County Championship Division 1 last season, Captain James Vince is excited about the season ahead.
Yeah, I got really high hopes this year. I think, like you said, we brought in more international experience. Some of the other guys have gained international experience over the winter. Guys like Mason, a few other guys have been playing abroad. So everyone should have developed, hopefully, and come back as better players, and really confident for the season ahead.
The season now only a week away, the Hampshire squad will be hoping it's them who are having the last laugh at the end of this season. Charlie Price at the Aegeus Bowl for Solent Sports News.
So as we come to the end of the show, we've also come to the end of our time here at Solent Sports News.
And throughout the past 18 weeks, we've been filled with news stories from a whole range of sports. But now we sign off for the very last time. But first, here's our best from throughout the year.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mic live. Good afternoon, it's 12 PM and I'm James Lynn with your sports headlines.
It's a bit emotional, last 7 minutes. It's been a journey, but final of a news day, yeah, exciting.
Oh, 3 years culminates today. It's a big moment for us, isn't it?
It's a lot of years.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions. I don't think I'm taking it in yet.
News bulletins every hour, so we're constantly updating scripts and everything. The producer Macaulay over there is keeping us all in check for a busy day ahead.
I replaced the original producer on an interim basis before being appointed on a 6-hour contract. Delighted with the position.
And how are you going to tackle each bulletin today?
Shouting at people.
Are you feeling emotional?
Yeah. Don't know what we're going to do. Probably hurt for a few hours and then we'll get over it, I'm sure. But we get a new intake next year. I think you've said the exact words there, possibly the best group ever. I don't know whether to use the word possibly a bit too much there, but I think you're right, you're possibly the best group we've ever had.
How's the first bulletin?
Went well. We had a little technical issue, but apart from that, it went very well in the end. James did a good job. We ran over, but better to have too much than too little.
This is a fresh prime banana at 9 AM. The stress levels even getting to the banana.
Premier strikers claim that he unwittingly turned illegal drugs to the team, while coach Nick Cushing says finding the best of yourself.
I've got high hopes. I've got high hopes for some good marks. I've got high hopes for some good industry jobs for you. Yeah, and we're going to miss you.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.